Wait, oh my God, are you serious? Look at these. Let's hit up the Salvation Army in Margate, Florida on this beautiful Monday morning. I'm sorry that it looks like I'm already shopping. It's just that my phone decided to just kind of not work when I walked in to the Salvation Army here in Margate. So I had plugged it into one of those Mophis and I am good to go. Just taking a look. I had recently been here, I would say maybe 2 or 3 days ago, just kind of looking around to see if there's anything new. I do know that they got a truck in, but it doesn't seem like anything much different. Let me see here. Oh, there's a big old chip in that bowl. I like things that kind of have a Key West feel, like this terracotta pottery with the fish on it. Southern Living is very popular around our thrift shops. We see a lot of items with that label on it. Well, this love you mom kind of pressed in letters in the pottery. This is really nice that's very nice. I might get that. I'm just gonna pop that in the cart. As you can see, I already have some things in there, but I assure you I do not leave with most of it. You know what this is? This is foil art. I don't think that it's vintage. I like the vintage foil art, and I think that they're worth something. But I'm going to pop it in my cart anyway, and we'll see what that's worth later. I do end up putting it back because it's not really selling on eBay. Look at this drip paint. That's definitely a project piece. They bought like a dollar store vase and just decided to paint it, but it's really cool. I see it here all the time. It doesn't look like anyone's going to pick that up. I might eventually. This Santa's kind of scary looking. Let's see. I'm obsessed with mugs. I do love SpongeBob. Look at these Christmas SpongeBob and Patrick mug set. I'm going to have to avoid myself from getting that. Shana Tova mug. I didn't take that. I probably should have taken that. Those canisters are pretty. And this is a Portuguese bowl. I'm going to pop it in my cart and see what it's worth, but I don't end up taking it because there's kind of too many of them on eBay and they're not selling for much. See, I'm really trying to push the Valentine's Day items on my eBay shop, Jolie Flips. I'm looking at these displays because, first of all, this is really pretty pattern. Look at the side of it. It is resin, but I am coming up with my second shop with just jewelry and accessories like belts and scarves and perhaps some small bags. So I was thinking maybe I should pop these in my cart and maybe get them. They were only like $4 or $5 each. I'm just putting it on the table here to see if it's broken anywhere, but this is like $5.99. I'm gonna, spoiler alert, I'm gonna tell you I don't end up taking those because I've ordered some on Amazon for pretty cheap, just plain black ones. Today, yellow tags are 25% off. This is a pretty beaded box, a water fountain. You can get those just about anywhere for very cheap. I thought this was pretty. A lady in a canoe, a wooden canoe, but it didn't have a marking on it, so I'm not really sure what it's worth. I'm being extra picky because I need to get my things that I have up sold. There's a couple of chips on this I Choose You Chewbacca mug, which I thought was cute. I would have probably picked it up if there was no chips on it. This is cool. This is hand painted. But I gotta stop with the mugs. For $2, I'm gonna pass. I thought this was interesting, but see how it's cracked in like 3 different places and at the top where it's supposed to hang, so that worries me. You know, looks like it's been repaired. Small piece of pottery. it didn't really have a good weight to it, which tells me it is made to look vintage. Oh, that drip glaze is really pretty, but not unique enough for me to want to pick it up. I see these hand-blown amber looking vases here. This is like every time I come I see it. This is a Target piece, salt and pepper shaker. It has that bullseye sign. Oh, I spot an anchor hawking. I know if you're like me, you get excited every time you see an anchor hawking, but just know that not every anchor hawking is worth a lot. For instance, there's a lot of these on eBay, this casserole dish, and I think I would have purchased it for myself just because I really like that kind of smoky glass. But, well, what do I see here? I see a chip. And if I'm going to pay about $4 or $5 for it, I'm going to want a perfect casserole dish. So I let that go. Oh, this is like Irish scenes collector's plate. That's really cool. But collector's plates, scenic type plates don't really sell for me. Look at that big old chip on that plate. Because the design in the center was really pretty, very geometric. Let's see. Ooh. These are plastic vintage coasters. I do recognize them. Let me see. I recognize the type of plastic coaster by Crown Plastics. But I do pop them in my car, but later do let them go because they're selling quite a bit on eBay. Watermelon cream and sugar. I don't know what this is. It's like wrap bunch of parsley with pearls on it. Resin. There I go for the mugs again from Gibson, but like 99 cents. It's awesome. This is another piece that I think is made to look vintage. It's hand painted and is very light. Sango, pretty mass produced. There's a lot of Sango out there. This is nice. I like that because I like the stand. But this Corningware roasting pan is selling for about $7 to $20. Did sell, so I ended up putting that back eventually because it's just not going to be worth it profit-wise. I love anything that looks like Hawaii or reminds me of Hawaii. I found this clay art Surf's Up, but it's selling for $18, and there's a big chip there, so I didn't take it. I didn't see any that was actually sold. So I've made my way around an end cap, and there are these type of Capo di Monte porcelain flowers. Those are really hard to ship. I'm always paranoid they're going to chip, so I don't actually purchase them. Look at these bejeweled. That's a turtle and a seahorse, but the turtle's missing, I believe, a jewel. Oh, I'm just trying to see if that music box works, and it doesn't. Look at this cat. What's supposed to be hanging in the back of him? I think this is a Vohan. This is like he's got cotton shoved up his butt because that's what he's for. He's a cotton holder. But I don't know. There's just too many of them on eBay, different colors, so I didn't pick it up for the price. I do put it in my cart there, but I eventually let it go. Let's see. Oh, there I go with the mugs again. It had like a cute artsy cat on it. But I like to buy pairs of mugs if they're artsy. And that was just a lone mug. This is George Briard, and he does sell pretty well on eBay. However, this isn't really worth a whole lot. I think it was like about $10 to $15 on eBay, but I did pop that in my car anyway so I can check the solds later. But it was really quite worn, so Zabar's is a New York deli. Thought that was Fiesta wear for a second. I think I missed something on the end cap. Oh, I just wanted to look at these gourds and see if they're really gourds. Yeah. These are cool. They're kind of like labels for cheese. Different types of cheese, like goat cheese, brie. Nice for entertaining people with dinner. Let's see. If you guys see anything that I miss, please let me know in the comments, because I do miss a lot of things, and a lot of times I go back and look at the videos and I get so upset because I want to go back to get it and then it's just gone. Okay, so these can be kind of pricey in the store, the flameless candles in these kind of holiday containers. So I'm turning it on to see if it works, and it does, and I'm thinking, do I want to buy that for myself? It's 25% off. I'm just gonna think about it. I mean, it's in perfect condition. But the thing is, I really just don't need any more stuff. I'm trying to get rid of things, so I do leave that behind. I believe it was about $4 or $5. Let's see, these end caps are always really interesting because I think that they put things on the end caps to, if they find that it would sell because they might be worth something, they put them there. So I always I really analyze the end caps. Look at these copper items. I like the platter underneath. I love that matte finish, kind of, well, that satin finish. But I'm just gonna pass on that one. I don't really have a whole lot of those flat boxes, like plate light boxes to ship platters and things like that. I would have to look into better boxes for that. I only have like big boxes. Oh, what is that? Oh, it's a brass turtle trivet. After looking this up on eBay, I did pass on it, although I really liked him and I think he would have cleaned up well. I took him here, I put him in the cart, but then I ended up leaving him because there's so many of them on eBay and they sell, but not for very much. Not for very much. Let's see. Oh, so I'm from Quebec originally, Canada, and I like the fleur-de-lis a lot because it's on our flag. And this platter has the fleur-de-lis on it, but I'm just gonna pass on that too. It was quite heavy. These copper fish molds, I'm not sure if it's vintage or made to look vintage, but a lot of times in the 50s, see how they're selling for like barely nothing. But in the 50s, they made gelatin molds a lot, and that was a popular mold. Let's see. I think they also made like fish terrines in those. I like that clock, but it's always here, and I think there's a few broken pieces. This box is cool. That's also another item that's always here, and I always open it every time. Maybe one day I'll actually buy it. About $3, about $4. This is cool. These are actually lemon scented candles, I believe. They're interesting, and they're by a designer, so I'm gonna pop them in my car, but I end up leaving them. They're really worth nothing, and as far as eBay goes, I'm sure they're worth something to somebody though. I like boxes because you never know at these thrift stores when you open them what you'll find in there. Maybe money or maybe another box. Let's see. Oh, I'm spotting this card holder or napkin holder. business card holder, but it reminded me of that brand Denzine. Let's see. Has a hole in it. Maybe it's like a little planter. Oh, these sailboats are cute. Beau Rivage. But they're selling a 4-piece for $24, but I didn't see any that were actually sold, so I did pass on that. Spoon rest. Is that something island? I didn't open it. Souvenir things tend to stay on my shelves a little longer because, I mean, somebody would need it. They would have to need it for some reason. This was cool. This was, what does it say? Merry Christmas. Thanks for being my friend. Like, that's really sweet. And I kind of liked how the bears were raised, trying to give off that 3D effect. So, I mean, I popped it in my cart, but then I ended up putting that back as well because I couldn't find any sold. I love elephant. You know, you could probably paint that. I just recently put up picture frames in my shop because I think that everybody needs picture frames, right? But I want to be picky about those. I want to pick the ones that are kind of whimsical or, you know, have teak or walnut, something special about the wood. I would have picked that candle holder up had it not been missing another zebra on the left of the other zebra. If you guys are liking this channel, please like and share, and please subscribe so that you can be alerted when new videos come up. I really appreciate your support as I try to build my YouTube and get to 1,000 subscribers and more, hopefully. Okay, let's see. Also, if you like anything in this video that I picked up in my haul that you will see at the end, then it's probably going to be on my eBay shop, and the shop is linked in the description of this video. But if you don't see it on the shop, you are welcome to email me, and my email is also in the description, or you can write something in the comment and I will see it. Look at that, it's a Kinko's mug. I kind of regret not picking that up because I did see that it was selling, see? But not for very much. But still, I mean, Kinko's doesn't exist anymore. It's like FedEx now, right? Or FedEx Kinko's? I'm not sure. Slapsy. I keep looking at mugs. They're so pretty. These are interesting mugs. They're like cappuccino mugs. Leisure Time by Ullman. So now I'm gonna go ahead and pop this in my cart because it kind of had like this vintage writing on it. Not that I think that it's vintage, but it's probably been around for a while. But I ended up putting that back too because I don't really like to sell plastic or resin. I mean, they'd have to be pretty special for me to sell it or attempt to put it at my shop. Look at that mug in the left. Goodbye tension, hello pension. A lot of these like corporate style mugs, promotional mugs. Oh, this little Delft blue kissing couple is cute. I'm gonna pop that in my cart because I like Delft blue. It's just so cute. Little Holland piece. I don't know if these are vases or sake or ceramic ware, but they're kind of cool and I want to look them up. So, the design's cool, so I'm gonna pop it in my cart and check that later. Anytime you see anything that you like, pop them in your cart. Just be courteous and put it back where you picked it up if you can remember, at least in the same area. This particular Salvation Army color codes their aisles, so it makes it easier for me. Then they have the glassware and the plastic out on different stations in the middle of the store. So it makes it a little easier for me, but just be courteous to put it back. But you want to, if you like anything, you want to pop it in your cart because somebody might snatch it up. And if it was something of value, you might have lost out there. Okay, so I am looking at mugs. But as you can see, there are two artsy ladybug mugs, okay? And yes, they're transferware, and I don't like transferware usually. I like hand-painted items, but I love ladybugs, and I know that Valentine's Day is coming up, and perhaps there's somebody that's a gardener or really obsessed with ladybugs or lover of nature and might want those, so I'm going to take a gamble and pick them up. This is a Sango Key West creamer. I love that. I love Key West look. It just, even if I live in Florida, I still like to be surrounded by Florida looking items because it makes me feel like I'm at the beach all the time. I think this is made to look vintage. It's transferware. What's this? Oh my goodness, guys. What? These are Dansk plates. Look how much they're selling for. The dinner plates are selling in the hundreds. I do pop them in my cart, by the way. Both sets. These are false craftware, dinnerware. What is this? Cavalier? Eggshell. I like that. I did find them on eBay, but they weren't selling for very much, but I would have bought it just for the baby blue colors. It's just that they're very fancy and you can't really microwave them. And I think there wasn't enough that made me want to buy it so I could sell it as a set. And also the actual gold around it and the blue was kind of worn on some of the plates. Looking at the end caps. This is cool, like a Japanese cherry blossom candle holder. It had natural looking, it had cracks in there that was intentional, but there was an actual crack in it, like a real one. This is cool. I'm gonna pop it in my cart just in case. It was like thread work art. I'm looking at that table on the left there. I'm gonna look at it again soon. This is like a very lightweight glass heart bubble. It's very stained. This peppermint swirl type candy cane dish. I don't know what this is supposed to be. It's pretty though. This milk glass ashtray is really cool. Because it's pointy and I don't see much of those. I usually see the long vases, but I don't pick that up. Goddess mug. Gotta stop with the mugs. This is pretty. If there was like another one, maybe like a pear, but we'll leave it. Iridescent wax melter. Wow, look at this terracotta hand painted teapot frame, photo frame by Patchwork Pottery. So it'll be 25% off of $3.99. Do you know, I'm getting Mackenzie Childs vibes, so I'm gonna pop that in my cart and seriously think of purchasing that. More false graph. Not that I don't like false graph, it's just I always look for very unique false graph pieces. And I don't have any on my shop, I don't think. I have a hard time selling that brand. This is cool. I love these. I call them manicotti dishes because my mom used to make me manicotti in these kind of dishes. But I thought it was cute with the chicks on it, but I didn't pick it up. Checking out the end caps. Gonna go down this aisle. Just kind of poking around this aisle that has the pans and trays, because I got really lucky not too long ago and I found Rodney Kent tray that I was able to flip for, like, I was able to like 8x it, 7 or 8x it. I'm gonna pick up this towel or towelly, I don't know how you pronounce it, serving set here. And just so you know, when I open it, I'm not sure if I show it, I don't think so, but it's a pasta set and they're selling way too much of it, and it was very tarnished, and I just don't want to do the work of cleaning silverware, so I end up putting that back. It was like $10 anyway. Just looking at some frames. This is, we're in the wood area. Oh, that's a nice strong small cutting board, but I don't need it. I don't know how to stage that right to sell that. I'm back at this end cap again because I just want to see if I missed anything. Oh, do you remember these little heart boxes? I had one when I was a kid. It was a little darker in color, wood, and it had like a music. It was a music box. When you open it, you can hear music. Now we're in like the plasticware, the kind of miscellaneous section. I thought this was, oh, that had me fooled. That's melamine or melamine, however you say it. I thought it was like a pink porcelain peach colored bowl, which I love that color. Let's see. Oh, fooled me again. Thought that was glass. What's that? Oh, I think this is the apple scented Body Fantasies. I'm not sure if it's vintage, but I've seen this bear before. I think it said something like Greatest Mom. This plastic fish platter set is cool, but no, I'll pass. Look at that. They look like cobalt blue glass stems, but they're not. They're plastic. I've seen that tray before. This is an ice bucket that's made to look like green marble, or like kind of like that malachite look, but it's totally plastic and very lightweight. Miscellaneous glassware, mason jars. Let's see here. Just never know when you're gonna find a unique anchor hawking piece that is discontinued, or even a set of it. Like these kind of glasses, but they're not ribbed from the outside, so they're deceiving. Thought they were anchor hawking. Doesn't hurt to check though. Flip items over. Check to see for those famous markings. See lots of glassware here. A lot of the same things which you pretty much find in any thrift store. We are now facing the kids section, kids clothing. Behind that, I got lucky and found Leo, the Stieff, Stieff, lion, and he's worth a pretty penny. I have him up on my shop, but I found him here at the Margate at Salvation Army. A unique lion child's plush toy. What is this? Oh, the Vermont teddy bear. Well, I like it, but it's kind of got a lot of pet fur on it or something, and I checked the solds and it doesn't look like they're selling, and there are many of them online to be sold. What's this? Oh, this is a Disney music box, storybook box. I found this one that sold, a Christmas version, but the blue one I see them selling, but it has not sold, so I'm going to pass on this item. I do think it's cool. I thought at first it said magical frame, comes with a magical frame, but actually upon closer inspection it says magnetic frame, which is cool. I guess if I had a child, I would probably pick that up for my child. Moving on, I'm winding down just checking here with all the plushies. This is where I found Leo, the Steve lion. Paddington. Is it Paddington or Padmington? Looking around. Oh, he's cute. You just never know. Don't skip the kids sections. That looks like a dog that is motorized. Oh, that's cute for Valentine's Day. But I have all I need up on my shop for Valentine's Day. Okay, guys, so let's check out this kind of a small haul here. I ended up picking up the Brophy's Words of 1997. But it says 1991, but it was stamped May 1997. I picked it up because I did see that it did sell on eBay, but certainly for not very much. That's okay, though. See, when you remove the cork, it's so cute. You could put all sorts of stuff in it. It seems to me that somebody might have put some mints or something like sugary, minty gum maybe inside of it, because it smells very sweet. It smells like, I'm not sure if it's like peppermint or cinnamon, like a big red. That's what it smells like inside. So, but I like the green. Oh, I think I noticed a little chip here on the left, on the lip. That's okay. It's still pretty worth it. The girl at the front desk ended up giving it to me for like 99 cents, which is cool. This is the little Delft blue kids or figurines that are kissing from Holland here. I got it for 99 cents. I went ahead and picked it up. I know that it's selling quite a bit on eBay, but, you know, and not for very much, like $10 or $12. And those that have sold was like $15. Sometimes I buy things that I would just keep for myself. And that would be really cute in a buffet, in a glass buffet somewhere. Very adorable. And it's so cute. Hand painted. Just perfect. Okay, next. Oh, I ended up getting the Love You Mom soup mug because it was nice and big. And I really just like how the art on it just pops up. It's like a 3D effect and it feels all bubbly and just pretty. And I liked it, and I figured, you know, Mom's Day is coming up in May, so if I don't sell it, then I'll just keep it. Next up, yes, I did it. I bought the photo frame that reminds me of Mackenzie Childs, the terracotta hand-painted, I think it's called patchwork pottery frame. I just love it. I didn't see this exact one being sold on eBay, but that's okay. I mean, look how beautiful it is. I will pick a price and put it up on my shop, ready to go with that, because I'm hoping that somebody else sees the beauty in it as I do. Just perfect. I mean, look at it. The back is like flawless, and it even stands perfectly too. Nothing wrong with the back side. And yes, goodness gracious, I bought more mugs. I bought the pair of Ladybugs Menagerie Living Art. And the moment you all have been waiting for, the dance plates. That is what you should never miss if you see them in a thrift shop. I don't have them here with me. They're at another house, but you definitely need to pick those up if you guys see it. They are worth a lot. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe so you can tune into more videos like this. Take care now.